Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Symphony Tacoma and our big gala. Now, of course, this is not the way we all wanted to get together this year, but I'm excited to be here. I hope you're excited to be here. We have some spectacular music, and we're going to have a fun auction for you too. Now, many of you likely have not been to a virtual event before, so I'm going to help you out a little bit. Here's how you're going to bid. First, you're going to get ready with two devices. Now, ideally, you're going to have a phone to make your bids on and a TV or a computer to watch the show on. That's going to make it a whole lot easier for you. Next, if you have not yet signed up, you need to sign up to bid. It's very simple. Go to symphony2020.ggo.bid. You can sign up to bid, click Start Bidding in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, and once you've signed up, simply click the big green gavel. Usually that's the one in my hand, but this time it's on your phone. Click that when you're ready to bid. Here's a little insider's tip for you too. Set a maximum bid. let the software do the work for you. You can have fun. You can have something to eat. You can have a little beverage. Make it easy on yourself, okay? And finally, we want you to join us in the chat. Now, you may have noticed a lot of people participating in the chat tonight. To join us, it's very simple. You need to set up a channel, and it's only going to take a few clicks. You can make a picture. You can click on an emoji. You can send us a message and say hello, tell us what you're doing, who you're hanging out with. Maybe you can even tell us what's in your glass, what's on your plate. We want to have some fun here. As a matter of fact, I see Mary Hammond said, "Hi, I'm awake, sort of, and present." We're ready. We're ready. And one more thing, just in case you need a little help tonight, last but not least, we are here to help you. We're going to make it easy for you. If you have any problems whatsoever bidding or connecting, simply call 360-670-6898, or you can email info@symphonytacoma.org. We're going to have a great night here. Again, a lot of great music for you. And a fantastic live auction, and of course our Raise the Paddle. But first, I've got some very special people I'd like to introduce you to. They are amazing supporters of Symphony Tacoma, and they are our honorary chairs this year. Please welcome Buzz and John Folsom.
Good evening and hello. I'm John Folsom.
And I'm Buzz Folsom.
And we want to welcome you to Symphony Tacoma's first ever online gala auction. We're longtime Tacomans and appreciate the many things this community has to offer. As a former leader of Brown & Brown Insurance, I had the opportunity to advocate for growth and innovation within our city, including economic, social services, and the arts.
Our personal involvement with the symphony has deepened over the past few years, and we have witnessed the orchestra's growth under Maestra Ioannidis. Throughout history, music has been one of the first things people have called upon in times of celebration and adversity. At the onset of COVID-19, we witnessed the healing and unifying power of music described in newspapers from around the world. People found comfort at singing opera on their balconies, playing guitars, and even banging pots.
And you know, this symphony brings music and culture to our community. It enriches education programs in our schools and offers magical performances and employs many talented musicians and artists.
We are happy to support Symphony Tacoma because we believe that music is a cultural need and essential to a thriving community now more than ever.
Now in particular, too, as schools work through many challenges, the arts must remain central to a well-rounded education for our students. We are so proud to support this event and invite you to join us in supporting the symphony. Bid high!
Oh, I've got to tell you, I love Buzz and John. They are treasures in our community, our honorary chairs tonight, and they look very comfortable hanging out in their backyard tonight. I'm sure they're on their deck, and they're probably going to jump on that chat too. We've already heard from Gregory and Lisa, and Margaret has chatted to us. You can too. We've got some amazing live auction items open for bidding tonight right now, including, are you ready for this? We have an amazing trip to Chile. We've got the board wine collection, some of the best you're ever going to have to stock your cellar. And speaking of wine, we've also got some amazing wine items now open, which we will close at the end of the live auction, so you can bid on those as well. You can bid on any of our items at any time throughout the evening here. Hey, another great live auction item, how about a French country dinner with wine pairings for 6 delivered to your door? If you're like me, you're tired of your own cooking, this will be a great package to bid on. Dinner with the Maestra. That's going to be an honor and a wonderful evening. And how about this? You want to really get away? We've got an African safari and a whole lot more in our live auction, the silent auction. All of that is open, and we are expecting you to bid fast and furious throughout the evening. But before we get to that, right now it is my pleasure to introduce the Executive Director of Symphony Tacoma, Karina Barn. Karina, welcome.
Oh, how are you?
It's so nice to see you.
So nice to see you as well.
I'm just happy to see that there's another human here. And you know, I know we're socially distancing a few feet apart, but
that's okay.
It's important. It's important. Karina, take it away.
Good to see you. And hello, everyone. I'm Karina Barn, Executive Director with Symphony Tacoma. I am so excited for our first ever online gala, and I'm even more excited that you're all joining us virtually. Symphony Tacoma is a community, and we're made up of musicians, staff members, board members, choir members, and you, our audience. With the mission of building community through music, everyone watching tonight is helping us realize our mission by listening to these 3 amazing performances, as well as hearing about the impact that the arts can have in our lives. This is a time when we need the arts more than ever to enrich us and to heal us. In my first few days at Symphony Tacoma, I had the honor of meeting John and Buzz Folsom, 2 pillars of our community who are our honorary chairs tonight. We are so grateful for their support, as well as the support from our sponsors. Our presenting sponsor, Multicare, our gold sponsor, Columbia Bank, silver sponsors, Gordon Thomas Honeywell, Churchill Management Group, Olympic Eagle Distributing, and the University of Washington, Tacoma. Our bronze sponsors are Artistic Plastic Surgery, Propel Insurance, Johnson Stone & Pagano, and Morton McGoldrick. Our friends of the Symphony are AHBL, Brown & Brown Insurance, Sunken Cellars, and Wetterman Architecture. And last but certainly not least, a special thanks to PNTA, Seattle Live Studio, and Host Event Planning. You know, it's been over 6 months since Symphony Tacoma was last performing for you live at the Pantages Theater. And because of that, we wanted to take some time to remind you of what it's like to see the full orchestra on stage, all 80+ members of our orchestra, alongside Maestra Sarah. So please enjoy the short clip of Scheherazade.
Thank you. It is so great to be able to share that performance with you. The entire performance is on YouTube, so you can enjoy that presentation we put together. And I'd love to thank my colleague Karina Barn for being with us here tonight in the studio. We have a special treat for you. If you've attended one of our galas in recent years, you'll recall that one of the highlights has been a performance by our guest artists and sometimes joined by some of our musicians. This year's special treat was to have Anthony Mcgill, who we'd invited to be our guest artist this spring. We hope to be able to perform with him still in person soon, but we don't know when. So for now, we have the opportunity to hear him perform for you, especially tonight, the principal clarinet of the New York Philharmonic Orchestra. And he's also going to tell you a little bit about himself and how we met. Please welcome our very esteemed guest and a dear friend of mine, Anthony Mcgill.
Hi everyone, I'm Anthony Mcgill, principal clarinetist of the New York Philharmonic. I've known Sarah for many years. We first worked together as students at the Curtis Institute of Music, and we worked together as professionals in Cincinnati when I was a member of the Cincinnati Symphony, and she was a conductor there. We first worked together as soloist and conductor with the Spartanburg Philharmonic, where she was music director. I soloed with the orchestra and also did many different events for the orchestra and had a mini residency. We did lots of community projects with children in the community, and I just met a lot of really great people there. It's part of my passion and part of Sarah's passion to do this work in the community, reaching kids from all backgrounds, to give them access to this gorgeous music and give them opportunities that they could only imagine that they would have. It's really important, this work, and that's why I've dedicated my life to it. And it's a real pleasure to work with someone like Sarah, who's also dedicated her life and her career to this mission. I'm really excited by what Symphony Tacoma is doing through Symphony to you with the students and mentoring students at the Tacoma Public Schools. And I really hope to do that if I'm able to come back in April with the orchestra. I can't wait, and my fingers are crossed. But this kind of work is really dear to my heart, and I really cherish and appreciate the leadership that Sarah has shown to make this an important part of Symphony Tacoma's mission. I was especially inspired by the discussion we had on Facebook Live the other evening. If you haven't seen it, I think you should watch it. It was pretty impactful for me and inspiring for me to know that the symphony that I was going to work with this year so values issues of diversity and social justice and community and music education and all of these things that I hold dear. So I'd love to introduce the piece I'll be playing, the Guastavino Sonata. It's a wonderful work that I discovered just last year, and it has become one of my favorite clarinet works. It has soaring melodies, it has exciting passages, it has all of the passion and the love that you can imagine that could emanate from a composer from Argentina. And I really hope you enjoy it and have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.
virtual round of applause. Anthony Mcgill. We can't wait to have Anthony come to Tacoma and see him in person with all of us in that wonderful concert hall. Well, we're going to get into the live auction here, but a couple of quick reminders before that. I do want to say I'm watching the chat here, and I think we have people from all over the country. I know for sure at least a few from New York City are with us, and I love that Allison said, John and I are here toasting you all with a Flying Scotsman. Well, Allison, now I need to know, what is a Flying Scotsman? While you're doing that, let's talk about the live auction. Quick reminder, the wine items number 51 through 66, those are going to close at the end of the live auction. So keep bidding on those exclusive wine items. We've got wines from Leonetti, we've got Cayuse, Syncline, Quilceda Creek, and a whole lot more. Some great wine packages. Keep bidding on those. Now, because we are virtual, the live auction is going to be a little bit different than normal. Bidding is open on all of our live auction items. I'm going to talk about more than one item at a time, though, and I will be very clear when each item closes. What we're going to do is actually close them in groups. So I encourage you, once again, make sure you're using the max bid feature on your smartphone, on the software. The computer is a whole lot faster than you are. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier, and we don't want anyone to miss out on any of these items that you want to take home. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it here. Our first item in live set number 1, we've got 2 items in live set number 1, and the first one is a very special item that we are going to sell by the person. It's a recital starring the concertmaster and the maestra. Now, we're going to have 30 spots available for $200 per person. We've got a date of June 12th of 2021. Here's what's going to happen. It's going to be an exquisite performance, of course, by Symphony Tacoma's brilliant concertmaster, Sven Roning. Sven will be accompanied by our music director, Sarah Ioannidis. And if everything goes right, who knows, maybe the talented Hartman children, yeah, it runs in the family, will join in for a piece or two with their father, of course, the world-renowned trombonist, Scott Hartman. This is a not-to-be-missed event. It's going to be hosted by Sharon Bourne and Bram Leader in their lovely Canterwood home. What a great setting for this. We'll have yummy hors d'oeuvres, fabulous wine, and of course, Sharon's famous Bananas Foster. It's worth the price of admission just for that. Saturday, June 12th of 2021, only 30 spots available, and it's $200 per person. If you want to go to this amazing party, pick up your phone right now. Special thank you to Sharon Bourne and Bram Leader, Sven Roning, Sarah Ioannidis, and Scott Hartman. This is a great package. This one we're going to leave open a little bit longer so you all have an opportunity. Again, only 30 spots available, $200 per person. Pick up your phone and check it out right now. All right, our next item, item number 2 in our first section here, is going to be an amazing getaway. Now, if you're like me, you're tired of hanging out at home. You need to get away. How about a 3-night stay in a 2,400 square foot, 3-bedroom home in the hills of Oceanside, Oregon. You've got views of the ocean from 3 beautiful decks. It's got a full kitchen, fireplace, Wi-Fi. You know, if you want to get away, you probably won't even turn on the Wi-Fi. TV, it's there, but probably don't want it. Washer, dryer, and you're close to everything. You're close to Tunnel Beach, you're close to Oceanside Beach State Park, and only 6 miles away is Cape Meares Lighthouse and the Cape Meares National Wildlife Refuge. Now, you can schedule this for a mutually agreeable date subject to availability. This home does have a no smoking, no pet policy. That's easy. Just bring some friends with you. Up to 6 people is the occupancy on this one. And how about a big virtual thank you to our friend Mike Wooster. Let's see. Hey, the bidding is going strong on this one. Looks like Diane started out, then Cheryl. I'm checking the scoreboard here. Then Rich, then Cheryl. Sarah is out front. Sarah is thinking she needs a getaway. So I'll tell you what, now is the time to hop on this. Oh, Richard is in there now. Richard needs to get away to Oceanside. All right, you guys, our first two items, and let's bounce back real quick to that recital starring the concertmaster and the maestra. We've only sold a couple of spots. You need to jump on this one. It is going to go quick. Again, June of 2021, only 30 spots available, $200 per person. Get in there now, our live auction. All right, here we go. Live set number 1, the Oceanside Getaway. Let's take a look at that. The current bid is up to $700. You've got that great getaway to Oceanside, Oregon. If you want to bid on it, now is the time to do it. We're going to close down section number 1 in the live auction. It's going once, it's going twice. Last chance, last call. All right, we are going to close down section number 1. Let's move on to live set number 2. And this live section has 4 packages. Here's the first of 4 items for you. We're going to start you off with 1 week at Sun River's Caldera Springs Resort. This is amazing. How about 7 nights in this luxury home? It's a beautifully decorated 1,800 square foot home furnished with hardwood floors. It's got granite countertops. This is top shelf. Stainless appliances, beautiful floor to ceiling stone gas fireplace. Unbelievable getaway here. 3-bedroom, 4-bath home, comfortably sleeps up to 8. You can relax on the deck or in the hot tub. The Caldera Lake House has its own game room for family enjoyment. They've got a fitness gym. They've got outdoor pools. There's a 9-hole golf course. This is an amazing getaway for you, and it's all within walking distance. This is live set number 2, the first item in live set number 2, the first of 4. Thank you to Dick Ammerman and Verity Lewis. Let's take a look here. Hey, our current high bid is $1,600. Daniel is on top. Daniel is on top. If you want a great little getaway, Caldera Springs Resort. Again, this is 7 nights. It sleeps up to 8, 3-bedroom, 4-bath home. Get on your phone and make those bids now. All right, let's move on. Live set 2, the second of 4 items, is your opportunity. Who doesn't want to do this? I feel like I should have a baton up here as I'm conducting this auction here. You can learn to conduct the symphony. Learn everything you need to know about conducting an orchestra, all the preparation it takes to conduct from our music director, Maestra Sarah Ioannidis. You get to choose your own piece of music that you love, or you can get a recommendation from the maestro on a suitable piece to suit your temperament and your experience. Sarah is going to take you through the piece with a score or a recording and teach you how to conduct. To top it off, it's true, you do receive your very own baton. And this is the best part. This lesson can be scheduled for a mutually agreeable day and time, either in person, socially distanced, or a special Zoom experience. Special thank you to Sarah Ioannidis. Again, learn to conduct the symphony. Let's take a look at our scoreboard right here. Currently, Dr. Mark Anderson is thinking, hey, that's something that has been on my bucket list. I would love to do it. He's the current high bidder at $300. Again, this is a great package. We're in live section number 2, and this is item number 2, learn to conduct the symphony. Our maestra, Sarah Ioannidis, is going to take great care of you. You get your own baton. She's going to walk you through everything that you need to know. Again, the current high bid is at $300. Pick up your phone. You can bid on any of our live auction packages at any time. Let's move on. We're in live set number 2. This is the third of 4 items, and this one is great. Again, with the way 2020 has gone, we've all been at home a lot. We've all been eating our own cooking. Well, how about this one? How about an Arabian Nights dinner for 10? This dinner is going to celebrate the extraordinary cuisine of the Middle East, and it's going to be served at your home, or if you prefer, the Donors Tacoma home overlooking the Narrows. Now, this meal will also include a plethora of wines, including from the famous Lebanese winery, Chateau Moussar. The donor, who is the current president of Symphony Tacoma Board of Directors, has lived in the Middle East, and she has over 30 years of experience cooking Middle Eastern food. The winning bidder is going to be sent a cookbook to help plan the meal, and the dinner can be scheduled for a mutually acceptable date once gatherings of 10 or more are allowed. How about a big thank you to Diane K. Conway. Let's take a look. Oh, we've got some strong bidding on this one. Allison was in first. And then we've got Blaine, and we've got Narasa in there. Our current high bid is $1,200. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is an Arabian Nights dinner for 10, mutually agreeable. When it's acceptable to do it, when we're allowed to do it, we'll get 10 of you together, and you'll have an amazing dinner, courtesy of our friend Diane Conway. So again, you can bid on any of our items. We've got groups of items that we're going through right now. We're in live set number 2. That is the third of 4 items. Let's move on to the fourth of 4 items in live set number 2. And this, if you're an art lover, this one is fantastic. The Rose That Would Not Die by Kenneth Szynski. The Rose That Would Not Die is a remarkable original oil and charcoal composition. It's on a 50-inch by 36-inch canvas. This piece was painted in 2011, and it's going to be a treasure for any art collector. Now, Kenneth has had numerous solo and group shows both nationally and internationally, including the 2015 Palermo International Biennial, Art Carousel Louvre, the Seattle Art Museum Gallery, and the Sundance Group. An original painting by Kenneth Szynski. Let's take a look here. Our current top bidder is Loewe. This one is a fantastic piece, and it's a one-of-a-kind here. Again, it is beautiful. It's about 4 feet by 3 feet. Kenneth is an incredible artist, an incredible treasure. If you would like to add a special piece to your private collection, this is the time to do it. Live set number 2, this is the 4th of 4 items. Okay. Again, you can bid on any of our items at any time. Let's recap here a little bit. We're getting ready to close live set number 2, 4 items. Let's recap a little bit here. 1 week at Sun River at Caldera Springs. Let's check the scoreboard. The current high bid is up to $1,600, and it looks like Daniel is our leading bidder right now, so now is the time. If you need that getaway, now is the time to do it. All right, the second of our 4 items in live set number 2 is your opportunity to conduct the symphony. Let's check the scoreboard. Current high bid is up to $300. Dr. Mark Anderson is out front. If you'd like to outbid Dr. Mark, now is the time to do it. Pick up your phone, make those bids. Support Symphony Tacoma with our live auction items tonight. Don't miss out. The third of our 4 items in live set number 2 is the Arabian Nights Dinner for 10. Arabian Nights Dinner for 10. Oh man, this is a good one. We've had a lot of bidding. Narasa is out in front. The current high bid is $1,200. If you want that amazing package, that amazing dinner for 10, the Arabian Nights Dinner for 10, now is the time to pick up your phone and get those bids in. And finally, the final item in live set number 2, the 4th of 4 items, is that amazing piece of art from Kenneth Szynski, The Rose That Would Not Die. Loewe is currently out in front. Our current high bid is $450. I know we can do better than that for this amazing piece of art. Last chance to get your bids in here for live set number 2. Going once, going twice. Last chance, last call. Last chance, last call on live set number 2. Those 4 items are going to close. Let's do it right now. Let's close those 4 items and let's move on to our next live auction set, live set number 3. Again, we've got 4 items in live set number 3. You can bid on any of these items at any time. Let's start off with the first of 4 items in live set number 3. And this one, this is a great package. How about Dinner for 6 with the Maestra? Unbelievable. You're going to enjoy an unforgettable evening at the home of our music director and husband, world-renowned trombonist Scott Hartman. It's going to be a musical experience that is incredibly unique to accompany the evening with the sampling of some of their most loved pieces of music and the background connections to these works. This famous duo will also cater some of their favorite foods, which include Greek, British, and Italian. And they're going to share some stories of their travels as musicians and performing all over the world. Menu and drink choices provided ahead of time and include gluten-free and vegetarian options, so you're going to have a wonderful evening here. Weather permitting, this party is going to be held outdoors, and of course, COVID-safe restrictions will apply. This dinner can also be held at a future date once social gatherings are permitted, and you've got until October 19th of 2022. How about a big thank you to Sarah Ioannidis and Scott Hartman for this incredible package. Let's go to the scoreboard here. Looks like Diane opened the bidding, but she's been outbid by Rich Langsford. Rich is our top bidder on this dinner right now, and that is item number 1 of live set number 3, the first of 4 items in live set number 3. So again, get that smartphone out. If you can do it, set your phone to bid automatically for you. Set that max bid. Don't miss out on a package that you want to take home tonight. Let's keep moving on here. Live set number 3, and the second of 4 items in live set number 3 is our board wine collection. This is always one of our favorites. Is your wine cellar looking a little empty? I know mine is. It's taken a little more of a beating during the pandemic, but this is the time to fill it up. We've got a great collection of wines donated by the Symphony Tacoma Board of Directors. As a matter of fact, at last count, you're going to take home 34 bottles of the board's favorites. It's perfect for quiet dinners for two, or you can have one incredible dinner party. This collection includes Figgins, Doubleback, Reininger, Matthews, Jacks, Amity. Look at the complete list on the auction listing on your phone. Again, Figgins, Doubleback, Reininger, Sincline is in there, Lauren Ashton Cellars. We've got 34 wines on this list. Jack's Vineyards, Matthews Covey, Kevin White Winery, The Walls, Red Mountain, Tertulia Cellars, Force Majeure, Ciel du Cheval, Vineyard Collaboration Series number 6, that's a great one, and Woodward Canyon. The Symphony Board of Directors has put together an incredible instant wine cellar for you. Give them a virtual round of applause. 34 bottles at last count. Let's check the scoreboard here. Wow, Jennifer opened it up, but Stephen jumped in, then Clark, Stephen, Clark, Stephen. We've got a little bidding war going on here between Stephen and Clark. The current high bid, Stephen is in at $1,454 for this instant wine cellar, our Symphony Board of Directors instant wine cellar. If you want to bid on it, pick up your phone. Do it right now. All right, let's move on here. We're in live set number 3. We've got 4 items in live set number 3. Here's the third of 4 items. Again, I hate to keep saying this, but you know what? We're all feeling like we're kind of trapped a little bit, so this is a perfect item. How about you fly anywhere, anytime on Alaska Airlines? You can travel anywhere Alaska or Horizon Air flies. We've got 2 round-trip ticket vouchers, each valued at $1,250. And the best part is, these vouchers are completely unrestricted with no blackout dates. You can choose to fly whenever and wherever you want. Better yet, they can be used together or separately. It's up to you. Get on the phone and make your bids for this. Thank you to our friends at Alaska Airlines. If you want to fly to Pasco, you want to fly to the Tri-Cities, you can do it. If you want to fly to Maui, you can do that. You want to go to Florida, where do you want to go? Anywhere Alaska flies. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here. Oh, looks like we are up to $900, and Vicki Thomas is out front on the Alaska Airlines. Anywhere they fly, anytime. We've got 2 vouchers for you, so you and a friend can go, or you can use them separately. Current high bid is up to $900. Vicki L. Thomas is out in front. Pick up your phone. Make your bids now. Our live auction is going quick here. We are in live set number 3. Again, we are closing in groups here tonight, a little bit different. And we are in live set number 3. Here is the 4th of 4 items in live set number 3. We've got a French country dinner for 8. And this one is going to be delivered right to your door. Zari and Greg Submersion are going to treat you to a catered French country meal for 8 people, delivered to your home, complete with wine pairings for every course. Now, of course, we know that Zari is an experienced caterer, has taught cooking classes, and Greg, well, Greg is an enophile. That means he maintains an expansive cellar that will make this dinner one you will never, ever forget. You're going to work with Zari to determine the final menu, maybe beef bourguignon, coq à vin for your entree. So many wonderful options, and Zari is going to help you along the way to pick just the right entree. You can schedule this for a mutually agreeable date, and this dinner can be delivered within 30 miles of downtown Tacoma. So simple, so easy. You don't have to eat your own cooking, and these 2 are really good at it. Thank you to Zari and Greg Submersion. Let's go to the scoreboard. Let's see where we're at. Looked like Jennifer opened the bidding on this one. Then Daniel jumped in. Then it was Ann. Richard Meter is on top. Current high bid, $750. This is our 4th of 4 items in live set number 3. It's a French country dinner for 8 delivered to your door. We're getting ready to close live set number 3. We've got 4 items. Let's do a quick bounce back here. Dinner for 6 with the Maestra. Looks like our top bidder is Rich Langford right now. If you want to outbid Rich, now is the time to pick up your phone and do it. Next up, we've got the board wine collection. Oh, looks like Barry is on top with a bid of $1,300 right now. Barry is our top bidder. Then we've got Fly Anywhere on Alaska Airlines. Fly Anywhere on Alaska Airlines, and the current high bid is $900. Vicki is going to hop on that plane and fly away to somewhere exotic, it looks like. And finally, the 4th item in live set number 3 is the French Country Dinner for 8, and it looks like Richard Meter is on top with a bid of $750. All right, dinner for 6 with the Maestra, the board wine collection, fly anywhere on Alaska Airlines, the French Country Dinner for 8. This is your last chance to get your bids in for live set number 3. All 4 items are going to close here momentarily. They are going once, going twice. Last chance, last call. Pick up that phone and do it. All right, live set number 3 is now closed. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are rolling on here. We've got our final 2 items, our final set, live set number 4, 2 items, and these are both really, really special items. Wow. Live set number 4, the first of 2. This is pretty spectacular. Pay close attention here. A musical adventure in Chile, complete with airfare. You're going to be treated by your hosts, Carl and Jan Fisher, to the experience of a lifetime. Your destination is Fruitalar, Chile, for the annual Fruitalar Music Weeks, which will next be held in January-February timeframe of 2022. Now, Fruitalar is a delightful small town in the southern Los Lagos region of Chile. Your journey is going to start with round-trip flights to Puerto Montt, where you'll be picked up and taken to Fruitalar. You'll stay 6 nights at the Hotel Serena de Franz Schubert, a charming Victorian, including breakfast every morning. This is such an amazing package. The music festival is going to last for 10 days and features more than 40 classical concerts performed by both Chilean and international artists. The program includes music and composers from different periods, as well as famous Chilean and international performers and conductors, chamber orchestras, choirs, soloists. At noon, there are performances in an area overlooking the lake and the mountains, so incredibly beautiful. In the evening, performances in the beautiful Woodline Concert Hall. And your package will include tickets to 5 daytime performances and 5 evening performances. And your hosts will even host you for a pre-trip planning dinner to help you make sure that everything goes smoothly. Again, this is for 2022. Carl and Jan Fisher, thank you so much. Our final set of live auction items, this is the first package. Let's check the scoreboard here. Wow, this is a popular one. Sarah, and then Kathy, and then Kathy, and then Sarah again. The current high bid is $6,000. Truly, this is going to be the adventure of a lifetime. Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. Again, if you want to bid on this package, we are in our final live auction section, and this is one of our premier items of the evening. Pick up that phone right now. The current high bid, $6,000. Sarah is out front. She could be on her way to Chile, but you could be too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our final live auction package, this is something special as well. How about an African safari? Oh, wow. Your destination for 6 nights is the Zulu Nyala Private Game Preserve, where animals roam freely in southern Maputoland, one of the largest and most diverse conservation areas in South Africa. Stay at your choice of 2 4-star locations, the elegant colonial Zulu Nyala Heritage Safari Lodge or the Tented Safari Lodge, complete with Hemingway-style tents. That sounds fun. Both of them offer the finest in comfort and hospitality. We've got cool lounges, wide verandas, sparkling swimming pools, and a tennis court. You're not really in camp, are you? It's going to be an amazing and relaxing and pleasurable experience. It includes meals and 2 game viewing experiences every day, and you've got until October 18th of 2022. Again, a big thank you to Zulu Nyala. Let's go to the scoreboard here. Wow. Again, another great getaway here. Diane was in, and then Rich, and then Sharon. It looks like Vicki Thomas is looking at that African safari. Our current high bid is $3,100. All right, this is our final live section. We are getting close to closing our final live set, these 2 amazing items. Let's take a quick look here. We've got the trip to Chile. Amazing, amazing package, that musical adventure in Chile. And we've got the African safari, Let's take a look at Chile. All the bidding is up to $7,000, and Sarah is out front on that one, And let's check the African safari here. Current high bid is $3,100. It looks like Vicki Thomas is out in front on that one. And I'm getting a message here. I'm getting a message. We may be able to sell a second African safari. So we may be in touch. If you're the second place bidder, if you are really excited about this, we're going to be in touch and may give you an opportunity to go on that safari as well. Last chance to get your bids in now for live set number 4, the Chilean adventure and the African safari, going once, going twice. Last chance, last call. All right, both of those items are now closed. Once again, want to remind everyone that we are also going to close all of our wine items right now as well. And let's talk about that recital one more time, starring the concertmaster and the maestra. It's going to be on June 12th. Let's take a look and see if we've still got some spots there. Let's bounce back and talk about that, because that is an amazing, amazing package here. You're going to have an exquisite performance by Symphony Tacoma's brilliant concertmaster, Sven Roning. Sven is going to be accompanied, of course, by our music director, Sarah Ioannidis. And if everything plays out just right, maybe the Hartman children might join in for a piece or two. They're very talented as well. It runs in the family, it really does. And of course, we've got world-renowned trombonist Scott Hartman there as well. So what this is a buy-in party. We've got 30 spots. It's going to happen on Saturday, June 12th of 2021. Only 30 spots available. $200 per person, and it's going to be hosted by Sharon Bourne and Bram Leader in their lovely Canterwood home. We've got hors d'oeuvres, fabulous wine, Sharon's famous Bananas Foster, and of course, the amazing performance by our brilliant concertmaster and the maestra herself. So if you want to bid on those, we're going to leave those open a little bit longer. Make sure that you get engaged in that, because that's going to be a great, great package you don't want to miss out on. Okay, we've sold 2 of those right now. We've got 28 left, so now is the time to get in on that. All right. Again, we have closed down all of our live auction packages. We're also closing all of the wine items. And the silent auction, of course, is going to stay open until about 10 p.m. tonight. It's been a lot of fun with the live auction. We're really excited about that. We want to thank everyone. We want to thank all of our donors in the live auction for those great packages. We want to thank all of the spirited bidding from all of our supporters and our donors out there. But right now, once again, it is my pleasure, as we get ready to kick off the most important part of the night, our Raise the Paddle, to reintroduce you once again to music director Sarah Ioannidis, to tell us about how your support of Symphony Tacoma makes such a big, big difference.
Good evening. My name is Sarah Ioannidis, and I'm the music director of Symphony Tacoma. Much of the summer was beautiful in the Pacific Northwest. We had more time than ever to appreciate the garden, the beauty of the outdoors, the reflection on the water, and sadly, no opportunity to be closely together with parties and fireworks and concerts even. However, we have found ways to bring our community together through the power of music. It has been so important to Symphony Tacoma to make sure that we can provide you free and accessible great music online. With funding made available by our sponsors and donors like you, and the CARES Act, we were able to continue to pay our musicians and staff. We launched 3 public programs online, our Encore concert series, which enables you and the public to freely experience your favorite performances of the past. Our interlude series of new chamber music performances with our celebrated musicians from Symphony Tacoma, and our Facebook Live events have allowed you to go behind the scenes for the last few months and interact with our musicians, community members, and world-class soloists and composers such as Anthony Mcgill, Bella Christopher, and David Ludwig. In support of our diverse community and Black Lives Matter, Symphony Tacoma Voices produced the wonderful virtual presentation of The Lord is My Light. We also delivered online education programs and invited young musicians to co-create a musical collage that will bring hope and inspiration to our community from our children. If you were able to join us, and you still can, as they are all still available online, You saw and you felt how music can provide an important place in life where time seemed to stop and we simply enjoyed. That's the power of music, to open a space to find whatever meaning we need in that moment, to help us breathe and to bring beams of light into our world. Please help us to continue to offer these programs for the 2021 season. By raising your paddle now, you'll ensure Symphony Tacoma will inspire our community and city for years to come. Thank you.
Hello again, friends. Thank you so much for being with us here tonight and watching from wherever you are. When we were together last year, my focus was on bringing you a vibrant body of work and performances for our concert season to enrich your lives and benefit our community. But in the spring, COVID-19 changed our world, and the way that we're bringing music to our community is completely different at this time. I want to make sure that you know Symphony Tacoma continues to move forward and fulfill our mission to build community through music. Our musicians and staff have been working very hard and adapting programs, reaching out to the community and connecting people to music in brand new ways. Here are just 3 ways we responded. Firstly, and importantly, we supported our musicians. Through the Federal Payroll Protection Program, we've been able to support members of the Symphony, so many whom have lost valuable income because they are not able to perform in front of a live audience right now. We rediscovered favorite concerts together. This has been such a pleasure, listening to our previous performances. Our Encore and Interlude series allows you to enjoy these performances at home. They've been enormously popular. Our virtual concerts have attracted thousands for each performance, including music lovers from all over the world. And we collaborated at a distance, for example, with Tacoma City Ballet. Musicians and choir members throughout our community refuse to let COVID-19 stand in their way. And we delivered also the wonderful world premiere performance of The Lord is My Light, led by our wonderful choir director, Jeffrey Bors, and Symphony Tacoma Voices. It was a marvelous way to come together, making sure the music continues while also safeguarding the health of everyone. So we've been busy. Looking forward, we are eager for the upcoming concert season, which has already begun and which we will deliver digitally as long as we know that we have to. We plan for beyond that time, of course. And this time is filled with more performances than ever before. We promise you transporting events of sound and soul. We have also 100 hours and growing of educational programs. We will deliver these on Zoom this fall. And the whole experience will be something between a conversation, a masterclass, and a private lesson. So we hope you will join us. And we thank you so much for supporting us. We know that people are feeling anxious and isolated and uncertain about the future. But supporting the arts and an organization that shares your values and vision for a vibrant community can really help us hold together. Please raise your paddle and now pledge your support for Symphony Tacoma. Symphony Tacoma has risen to the challenge, building community through music in unprecedented times. A donation from you tonight allows us to create new programs, impact more students, and expand our ability to reach more people. We want you to hear about the impact of our work in the community. And so, Kaya Malone is a graduate of our Symphony to You program, and now a student at Pacific Lutheran University. Please watch this testimonial from Kaya so you can truly understand the power of music.
Hi, I'm Kaya Malone. I started playing bass in 8th grade in middle school at Gray, and I continued playing in high school. I went to Mount Tahoma. Symphony TU came to my school once a week for about 6 to 8 weeks. I thought it was really cool that these 3 women would just come in, and like seeing that representation, like I've never really seen a lot of women just playing like professionally, and I thought it was really cool to have them come in and be that example for me. I really enjoy working with Dr. Jensen. She really pushed me to my limits and like helped me believe that I could do better, and like I gained a mentor and a friend, honestly, through working with her. And I've never really seen a woman play a bass, it's usually men, so it was nice to have her come in, and she let me play her bass once. That was really exciting. It was an outlet for me, for sure. It gave me a place to go, a safe place, a home. I've made a lot of friends through music. I've kind of found who I am through music. I can feel my emotions. I can be sad and listen to a song. I can be happy and sing along. Like it's been a way for me to express myself.
Wow, it really is the power of music, and you all know how important this is. So I'm asking you all to get ready to raise your virtual bid card right now. Tonight, your virtual bid card is your phone. We're asking you to raise it to support Symphony Tacoma. And as you know, we're going to start with a big number, work our way down to a small number, but you can feel free to donate any amount at any time. And let's start off with a big number. Let's see if we've got someone out there who can kick off our Raise the Paddle at the $10,000 level tonight. $10,000 is going to be a big difference, and look at that. Bill and Della Robertson. Bill and Della Robertson are in for $10,000. Of course, Bill is the president and CEO of Multicare Health System, and Bill and Della were last year's chairs. So thank you to the Robertson family at $10,000. I see the names popping up on my scoreboard here. Don't be shy. Our next level is the $5,000 level. If you can make a $5,000 Raise the Paddle gift, support Symphony Tacoma, the power of music, now is the time to do that. It's a big number. It's going to make a big difference. You know the impact it's going to have. Thank you to Jeffrey Bors, Roger Johnson, Stephen Thorndill, Gary Smith, Anna Jensen, and Jessica Kuntz. All these names, people are picking up their phones. You can donate any amount at any time, but now is the time. If you can make a contribution of $5,000, now is the time to do it. Look at that. Clark and Eileen D'Elia are in at $5,000. The D'Elia family, such amazing friends of Symphony Tacoma. Thank you, Clark and Eileen. Anybody else, if you can do $5,000, now is the time to do it. How about Rick Meter and Sue Barrett? They're in for $5,000. They raised their virtual paddle at $5,000 to support Symphony Tacoma. Thank you so much. The number's getting bigger. We're up to over $30,000. And how about that? Dick Ammerman and Verity Lewis, they're also in at the $5,000 level. How about that? How about that? Thank you so much for your donations. Oh my goodness. We've got 3 families in at $5,000. Anybody else? Now is the time to do it. Let's keep going here. You can donate any amount at any time. How about $2,500? Can you do $2,500? $2,500 is going to make a big difference for Symphony Tacoma, all the amazing programs, and keep the music alive in our community. Now is the time to do it. $2,500, if you can do it, now is the time to do it. How about $1,000? Is that the number that works for you and your family? $1,000? Well, I know Buzz and John Folsom are in for $1,000. We're getting close to $40,000 now. That thermometer is getting close to filling up here. Keep those donations coming. $5,000, $2,500, $1,000. Hey, how about Susie Russell Hall? Susie said, Jeff, I don't want to do $1,000. I want to do $1,500. Thank you, Susie. Daniel Lee is in for $1,000 as well. Thank you so much. Amazing, amazing support here for Symphony Tacoma tonight. The numbers just keep getting bigger. Vicky and Susie and Daniel and Sarah Ioannidis Hartman is in for $1,000 as well. Thank you, Maestra. We so appreciate your support. Catherine Gleason is in for $1,000. Kit Evans is in for $1,000 as well. Juliana Dunbar at the $500 level. As a matter of fact, let me give you a little surprise here. I want to thank you all for your amazing contributions. We're going to move on to the $500 level. Again, you can donate any amount at any time, but before I get to that $500 level, I've got a surprise for you. I've got some exciting news. You all know our board member, Mary Hammond. Well, Mary is incredibly generous, and she wants to issue a challenge. She has committed matching funds tonight. So here's the question. Are you a first-time donor to Symphony Tacoma? If you give a gift higher than $500, maybe you have in the past, or if you have already made a donation higher than $500 tonight, if you can make a second donation at the $500, the $250, or even the $100 level, well, I'll tell you what she's going to do. She's going to match those gifts up to $10,000. We have a challenge here from Mary Hammond. We have a challenge from Mary Hammond, $10,000 challenge for all of our gifts, $500, $250, $100. You can pick the number you want to enter in on your own. $500, $250, $100, $300, $400. You do it, it's going to match it up to $10,000. How about a virtual round of applause for Mary Hammond? Again, every dollar is going to make a difference here. We want to fill up that thermometer. Take a look. We are so very close. We're at $54,550. The donations keep coming in. And of course, that challenge from Mary, we need to make her write that big check for $10,000. So if you can do $500, it becomes $1,000. How about that? Mrs. Patricia Elizabeth Wooster's in for $1,000. Well, if you can do $500, your donation will become $1,000. If you can do $250, your donation will become $500, thanks to Mary. If you can do $100, your donation will become $200, thanks to Mary. Maestro Jeffrey Boers just made a donation of $100. That's going to be doubled. Jerry Yang is in for $750. Ms. Andrea Hines is in for $500. We are so close to the top of that thermometer. Deborah Anderson and Ted Turner, $150. Ms. Allison Unterreiner for $250. That one just got doubled. We're up to $58,900. We are so close to capping off that thermometer. Again, $10,000, $5,000, $2,500, $1,000, $500, $250, $100. What can you do to keep the music alive here? Support Symphony Tacoma. It makes a difference tonight. A big thank you to all of our donors for your amazing generosity tonight. Keep those donations coming. A quick reminder here that our Raise the Paddle, we're going to leave that open until 10 p.m. on Tuesday. So if you need to move some money around, maybe look at some matching gifts from where you work, things like that, you've got until Tuesday at 10 p.m. to make those Raise the Paddle gifts. And our silent auction, those items are going to stay open for bidding until 10 o'clock tonight. And you know what? We're not done quite yet. Keep those donations coming, but we've got another great performance for you. Now, please join us for this special performance by your Symphony Tacoma musicians. Concertmaster Sven Ronning is joined by a quintet of Symphony Tacoma string principals in Vivaldi's Four Seasons. And tonight, you will hear the complete spring movement. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, one more amazing performance there for you. It was spectacular, and we've got one more surprise still to come. By the way, I do want to remind everyone about that recital starring the concertmaster and the maestra, a performance by Symphony Tacoma's Sven Roning, accompanied by our music director, of course, Sarah Ioannidis. It's going to happen on June 12th of 2021. We've only got 30 spots available, and it's $200 per person. So if you have not yet had an opportunity, we've only got a few left, so get your phone in your hand and get on that. Well, we've got one more reminder here that our silent auction items are going to remain open until 10 o'clock tonight. And our Raise the Paddle, well, you can continue to make contributions there until 10 p.m. on Tuesday. As we conclude our program, of course, we want to say thank you, but we're also thrilled to end with our Symphony Tacoma Voices. Under the direction of Jeffrey Bors, they'll be singing "The Lord is My Light," a piece based on Psalm 27, offering images of hope, strength, and endurance, which is what we all need a little of right now. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for being a part of Symphony Tacoma's family. Good night, everybody.
Tell me who shall I fear? want him to hear you.
MultiCare's commitment to the communities we serve fuels our passion for bringing innovative care programs to life. Programs like our on-site clinic for children at an alternative high school and daycare in Tacoma to ensure they have access to the care they need. Or Inland Northwest's first Eat Sleep Console program that gives drug-exposed newborns the chance to get back on track. These and other programs are how we deliver on our promise of partnering for healing and a healthy future. We're here for you.